So big thank you to everybody for joining us. I'm going to let the panelists introduce themselves. So we've got Adam in the house. Adam, hello, how are you?
Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Hope you're all well. I'm Adam Weatherby. I'm the UK Sales and Marketing Manager for Coconut Bay Resort and Spa and Serenity at Coconut Bay in St. Lucia. So I'm going to tell you how our hotel can link up with some of the activities on island. And just a very quick apology. I'm actually a little bit unwell, so I'm looking for lots of sympathy. And if I break off for a major coughing fit, please excuse me.
Oh, bless him. No, we'll be gentle with you, Adam, don't worry. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing all of the activities that clients can see and do in St. Lucia. And we've also got Morgan and Matteo here. Hello, guys. How are you two doing?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Great pleasure to be here with you today. I'm Morgan. I work for DMC in Southeast Asia called Easia Active. I'm joined today by my colleague Matteo, who's really the director of the Adventure brand. And today we're going to try to introduce you some nice adventurous experiences in Thailand.
Super. We're very much looking forward to this. And each of you today have got a prize of it's £50 or $60, depending on where in the world you are. So you all need to listen very carefully during the presentations. And then at the end, we'll do the little quick round to see who was listening and who has the correct answer. So Morgan, over to you. If you'd like to start us off with all of the adventure in Thailand.
Definitely. Let's go. So can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So as I mentioned, we're working for a company called Easia Active. We are a B2B only DMC. So our role is really to build trips from A to Z in Southeast Asia. We have a dedicated brand for adventure. So I'm going to introduce you today Thailand with the adventure focus. So very quickly, we'll go first, like introducing the brand, what we do and how we operate. And then I'll let Matteo speak more about adventure details, what is possible in the destination, and how we create products that are really unique to your travelers. What is important to know about our company is that we started in 2000. So we really have 22 years of experiences. We have 14 offices across Southeast Asia. Unfortunately, the offices in Myanmar are on hold due to the political situation there. But we didn't close any of our offices during COVID. We're very proud of that. We still have a strong team, and we tend to be really a specialist DMC. Like we really cover a few destinations, only 5. And pre-COVID, we had about 400 staff working with the company. So we're really specialists on anything luxury, from adventure to even leisure or more classic tours. What we provide you with when you book with us is really 24/7 team on-spot support. I think this is really important. We've seen that during COVID especially. And we really tailor-made what we do to your clients. We don't do sample itineraries. We just start from scratch and really make something unique for them. About the brand Easia Active, we're an eco-friendly company. We tend to have low impact in the destinations we cover. We love to add a lot of community-based tourism as well. I think it's becoming more and more important for travelers to really connect with the local culture, to really like have a trip that they cannot book online. And so we have our own product managers. Matteo used to be a product manager actually based in Asia. And as for myself, I was based in Bangkok for 2 years. So we're really specialists. Whenever you have a question, well, Matteo is the real product specialist. And as for me, I know really well what the UK clientele, American clientele, and Canadian clientele likes. So I'm training the teams. We make sure the operations are very smooth and that they have the best trip they can get, the best hotels, the best spots, the hidden gems of the destination. We can see Matteo in the picture drinking with the Refill Not Landing project, which is refillable bottles to avoid plastic on spot. And we're proud members of Travel Life and the Adventure Travel Trade Association as well. Here is our team of experts based in Thailand. As you can see in the pictures, some of them are very adventurous. There's Raphael, our sales manager based in Thailand, who will be the main contacts and looking after your bookings with us. So why Thailand? Especially right now, especially in the UK, what we're seeing is that we've never got so many requests for Thailand, even higher than pre-pandemic levels. So Thailand is very popular right now. What we'll propose you here is to see how to travel to Thailand in a bit different way, not only a flight to Bangkok and stay in Phuket or Samui. It's like what you can do on top of that to make very special tour for your clients and your travelers. So for Thailand, flight connections are incredibly good, especially from Bangkok. This is why it's the top of mind destinations as well. Flights are a little bit expensive right now, as all long-haul flights, I'm sure you're aware. But usually the flights, direct flights from London are inexpensive to go to Bangkok. And one thing important as well, I think in Southeast Asia, is the value for money that you get, especially in Thailand. So you have tremendous five-star hotels, very affordable. And that's something to really consider when it comes to a long-haul destination. Here's the seasonality. One of the advice I would give you whenever you work on a trip for your travelers in Southeast Asia globally is to look at the weather before proposing anything. That's where, as a expert DMC on spot, we really add some value because we can really provide details and backup plans in case the weather is not on our side. So why active travel? I think it's really becoming more important to promote a different way of traveling, away from mass tourism, away from like the very classic tours. We tend more and more to avoid these areas, and that's what Matteo is going to introduce you after, to really propose a tour that is very, very different from what people can find online. Matteo, maybe I'll let you detail the best region for active travel in Thailand.
Yeah, okay. Hi, guys. I didn't introduce yet myself. So I'm Matteo. I'm the brand director of Easia Active. As Morgan said, we are an adventure DMC based in Southeast Asia. Me and my team, my sales team and production team and operation team, we are specialized on adventure travel. As Morgan said, we are part of the ATTA, but also we are Travel Life certified. And before going into that, I would like to say that we are also proud to say that we are Travel Life certified in 3 of our 5 destinations. So this is a huge achievement for promoting more sustainable travel and also adventure travel in Southeast Asia. About the best destination for active travel, I mean, Thailand is it's a huge country, to be honest, and you have different regions. But if you are looking for trekking, hiking, and more a community-based experience, north of Thailand is the best one. You will see later, we will introduce our kind of inspirational itinerary for today. You have nice high mountain in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai. You have community, nice community, and also community-based project, and you can have a great experience in that area. About the center, it's also pretty interesting. In the center, you have, of course, Bangkok with this big difference between big cities with a huge skyscraper, but also this kind of Asian vibe and the food and the colors and the music and everything and the culture with the main sightseeing. But also in the center, you have Ayutthaya and Sukhothai, where you can go there and experience this huge archaeological site with a bicycle by walking and have a really nice cultural and historical experience. But also Kanchanaburi, that it's a lovely place. If you live in Bangkok for a while, Kanchanaburi is one of the best destinations to escape for a weekend and to be submersed in the nature. And later you will see also some pictures. In the south,
If I may add something in central Thailand,
yeah,
as Bangkok is one of the main airport hub for the entire region, it's very good to kind of add some activities and experiences while people are landing or departing from Bangkok. I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, exactly. And then last but not least, we have the south, where of course, the south is known for relaxing beach, nice resort, villas, and all of that. But in the south, you can also do some active experiences, such as some kayaking. You have some hiking experiences, some cycling and hiking combined. We can also leave the south a little bit more differently than just sitting on the beach and basically drinking mojito. So we can do also some active experiences. So let's go to the inspirational program. So the inspirational program of today will be focused mainly like center and north of Thailand. We wanted to show you that because Thailand, it's known, of course, for Bangkok and the islands, but sometimes the north part of Thailand, it's a little bit forgotten and not really explored deeply how it should be. The destination that this is why we also call this inspirational itinerary community and nature. You will see it now. And the destination that we'll touch will be Bangkok, Chiang Mai, this project that you will see, Phang and Chiang Rai. So this itinerary, I just focus in the north. Why? Because Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai are also really well connected. So sometimes people, Bangkok, you can visit by yourself, and also the island, you just you book some hotels, and then you don't need really a huge service. While these two destinations, Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, are the two hubs where in the middle we can craft an amazing program with a lot of community experiences. And also this program that I will show you now, it can start from Chiang Mai and finish in Chiang Rai, but also we can also do the opposite, starting in Chiang Rai, and finish it in Chiang Mai. As I say, thanks. So you can go there. The best seasonality, as Morgan said, for this program, it's between October to end of October to March, something like this. But it's also possible to experience in May, June, and April, but the temperature is a little bit hotter. But the best season to do this program is from end of October until March. Then this program will touch, as I say, various destinations. Bangkok, of course, is the hub where we can organize some cultural experiences, some classic city tour, street food tour in the Chinatown. But the core of the program is in Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and the active immersion. In Chiang Mai, we can do different type of experiences. We have, of course, the main highlight of Chiang Mai is the whole town, so the city tour around the temples, but also it's Doi Sotep, where we can do some hiking to climb the mountain. It's a easy hiking between 7 to 10 kilometers. And then, of course, one of the experience that I love to do it is the Tak Bath. That is the sort of experience that you wake up in the early morning, you go to the market, and you just see the local people greetings and giving food to the monks, and the monks will bless them. This is an experience that I really love to do before a hike, and then you can do a local breakfast in a restaurant. But the core of this tour is really the Aka immersion. After Bangkok, after a couple of days in Chiang Mai, you will start to move a little bit northern, and we will experience this project. It's a community-based project designed by us, Easia, exclusively with the community of this community in this village, where we design an hiking tour that is 2 days, where you can sleep in the village for 1 night in the homestay, or for people that are they don't like to sleep in the homestay, they have a high demand, we can also organize a day tour to visit this community. And this project will help to preserve their culture, but also from an economy point of view, will benefit all the different villages, because we design a trekking that touch 3 different villages, and while passing in these 3 different villages will spread the benefit of the tour inside of these places. And then of course you can sleep. My suggestion is always to sleep in the village with the people. You have a great experience. Can you move to the next slide? Yeah, this is, oh yeah, it's okay. But no, it's not only about hiking, but along this this trekking tour, you can also learn about the coffee plantation, the tea plantation. We have, of course, our Easia Active guide, but we use 2 guides from the community that will share a lot of information about how the plantation are grown, and so on, so on. So see, this program, it's perfect also, not only for hiking, but also to learn about the coffee, the tea, and the culture of the Aka community.
Apart that, it's really a good mix with like the must see, the temple and everything, and really getting into the local culture. I think I've done it myself. It's amazing. It's really something different.
Exactly. And after that, you go to Chiang Rai, where you can also visit other cultural sites. As we say, the highlights of this tour, it's really exploring the community of the north of Thailand, the nature, the culture. It's like a huge mix, and really you go off the beaten track. It's not the classic tour. And another important thing is, when we book this tour, like this one, the Aka experience, it's exclusively for one group. Because in terms of sustainability, we don't want to have a lot of people going there. So we try to measure the number of people that can visit this project. So in here you can see some pictures. You can have lunch in the jungle. You learn about the coffee plantation and a lot of other incredible things. Then we can move. Yes, this is basically perfect for people that have a basic fitness level, but also, as I say, if you're not fit, we can also organize a day tour with a 4x4 car, and you can reach the north. Apart from this tour, I want to give you some additional information. We can also organize some small module. This is a module in Bangkok, Ayutthaya, Kanchanaburi. It's just a short module where you can learn about kickboxing, cycling, street food tour, and then you can visit the Kanchanaburi park and sleeping in the floating river lodge. This is basically a sort of active weekend that we used to do when we are when I used to live there, basically. Then if you can move to the next slide. Yes, this is still Ayutthaya, the experience with the, and this is basically what I like it about Kanchanaburi. You can do some hiking, some kayak, and then you can sleep in this beautiful, simple but beautiful eco lodge. Another model that is interesting, as I say, the south is not only beautiful beaches and impressive hotel, but it's also, we can live it in more in an active way. With in particularly visiting Khao Sok, Surin Island, and also there are some community projects over there. Khao Sok, for me, it's my favorite. Also here, there is a floating river lodge where you can sleep, and you can have a lot of, it's amazing. When you sleep there, you wake up in the morning and you see all the lakes around you and the sea. In addition to that, we can do some kayak, some camping around the different islands. Then yes, Thailand is, as we say, it's known for the beach. So after this nice tour in the north, you can definitely go then to Krabi, to Phuket, to Khao Sok, to Koh Chang. Koh Chang is really less known. Actually, it's my favorite island, Koh Chang, because it was close to Cambodia. So I used to go there when I was living in Cambodia. So
what is interesting with Thailand as well, if I may add, is really that it's one of the destinations where you can do everything, from bustling cities to very remote places. and to like more adventurous tours. We recommend still for adventurous tour to go through a DMC or local partner that you trust because of safety measures and everything. We have strong operations on spot. And for classic tours, you can book wherever. For adventure in Thailand, I would recommend to have a partner you trust. I think we'll leave the questions and answer for after. Is that right, Sarah? For later.
Yeah.
But thank you everyone for your attention. And we'll leave it to you, Sarah.
Super. Can you just go back onto that screen that had your contact details on, just so in case anybody wants to take a screenshot of that? Sure. And they have everything there to be able to get hold of you.
Yeah.
Do that as well.
Adam, do you feel better? Are you ready to present? I'm not sure about feeling better, but I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Excellent. But Morgan, Matteo, thank you. That was a really, really good presentation. It's opened my eyes as to what there is to see and do. And yeah, it's good. We've got a couple of questions for you, and I'm sure more will come in towards the end. So a big thank you. Thank you for your assistance today. So thanks, guys. So we're now going to hop over to St. Lucia. Adam, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Just share my screen. And start this thing up. There we go. Can everybody see that? Excellent. Okay, so as I said before, I'm from Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa in St. Lucia, and it's little sister, Serenity at Coconut Bay. These properties are your more traditional beach resort holidays, families, but there's also a lot of activity that you can do around the island. So just to give you a very quick overview of Coconut Bay, it's set on 85 acres of former coconut plantation and has 2 wings, an adult-only wing called Harmony and a family-friendly wing called Splash. Okay, and as you can see, it has all those things that you'd expect from an all-inclusive resort: 9 restaurants, 7 bars, 5 pools. We have a mile of beach to ourselves, which helps with one of our main activities on site, which I'll tell you all about in a minute. So in terms of, you know, what we're talking about today with activity and adventure, Coconut Bay is beautifully situated on the island. Down in the southeast of the island, we are on the Atlantic coast. But as you can see, with St. Lucia, we're actually only a 5-minute transfer from the main international airport, Huanora. And so we always say that while people are transferring further north, you can actually be already in the hotel, checked into your room, and then get down to the pool and be on your first cocktail before they get to their hotel. But where we're situated is fantastically positioned for all the island's main attractions. So you can see us down there in the southeast. And I don't know if you can see me moving my cursor around, but you have the Pitons, you have the Sulphur Springs, you have the Rainforest Reserve, ATV tours, zip lining, all within a great proximity to our hotel. So to give you an idea where this points to Sulphur Springs, that is about a 40-minute transfer back to Coconut Bay. So you can see you can get to everything within an hour or so, really. That's you know, your main outdoor and activity attractions for St. Lucia. So I'll just show you a quick video to sort of put some of the pictures, put some images in your mind to what's possible. So this is starting off on our beach. This is the beach of Coconut Bay. With St. Lucia being quite mountainous, you've got lots of these roads. You can take the ATVs up. Lots of waterfalls and rainforests to go and see. And this is one of the main attractions for Coconut Bay itself, is our kite surfing, and I'll come on to that a bit later. really popular excursion, the quad bikes around the island, some of the more deserted beaches and coves on the island. And there's Coconut Bay from above again. So, as I said, Coconut Bay is a traditional 4-star, family-friendly, all-inclusive resort. Won multiple awards. It's great for weddings, great for family groups traveling, no matter what the age. And it's divided into the 2 wings you can see there: Harmony, which is our adult only, and then Splash, which is the family-friendly side of things. So on the Splash side of things, you can see we have the largest water park on the island. And I say that with a bit of a smile. We have some water slides, a lazy river, but it's great, keeps the kids amused. And a lot of adults, actually, by the way, when I've been there. We have our kids club, which is 50,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor space. And though the kids club has activities right through the day, and we do take children of all ages. So we'll even take babies. All of our staff are certified childcare professionals. In terms of the first sort of adventurous and activity that you can do on resort would be our paintball course, which is great for the older teenagers, and usually the dads join in as well on that one. And we have the island's only resort kite surfing facility. So in terms of the kids club, the kids club's open from 9 to 5 every day. You can also book private babysitting if you so wish. So when I was there last, we had a couple who were keen kite surfers, but they had a couple of small children. And the kite surfing facility is right at the other end of the beach. So it's a mile away from the kids club. And they had one of the staff babysitting on the beach with the kids, keeping them happy while they were out refining their kite surfing skills with some of the instructors. We also have evening activities. So for instance, at the moment where you're coming into summer, you've got a lot of family groups there. They're doing evening cinema out on the lawns there with dinner. They do like little camping evenings, things like that. So basically keeping the children occupied. You can keep them there for 1 hour. You can have them there all day. You can have them doing the evening activity if mum and dad want some alone time and have dinner on their own. You know, there's all sorts of things you can do using the kids club. You can also sign out a phone when you check them into the kids club, and the kids club can get hold of you, and you can check up without having to go down there to make sure everything's okay. So yeah, the kids club is usually a big hit with all members of the family. So that's Coco and Loco, who are our kids club mascots. They make various appearances during the day. And then the splash rooms offer sleeping arrangements for a family of up to 4, but we also have interconnecting rooms on request, so you can have up to 6 people across the interconnecting rooms. And then we have Harmony, which is our adult only side. So it has its own pools. You have what we call our sun tracker beds, which you can rotate on a platform to follow the sun all day. You've got your adult only bars, and the spa and things like that are over this side of the resort as well. The rooms are much the same at Harmony as they are at Splash. The decor is slightly different, and there's more alcohol available in the rooms. So just some more photos of what you can expect from the rooms. So if you've been kite surfing all day, or you've been climbing the pitons, or snorkeling, diving, out on your quad bikes, horse riding, whatever it is that you're doing on St. Lucia that day. If you need to then rest and relax, we have a fantastic spa at Coconut Bay. This picture's of one of our beachfront spa cabanas, so you can have your treatments out there. We also have treatment rooms indoors, and the spa is a really beautiful facility. And being St. Lucia, there is some unique treatments, such as our chocolate scrub, the calabash massage, and things like that. And then for the families, we have various activities on site. We've got tennis courts, basketball courts, volleyball. You can do morning yoga on the gazebo, which is the wedding gazebo. But early in the morning, you can, if you want to get up early on your holiday, you can get out there and do yoga. And then Saturday nights, we have our rum tasting. But one of the main reasons from an activity and adventure point of view, you would come to Coconut Bay, is where we are situated on that southeast coast on the Atlantic side. We have outstanding conditions for windsurfing and kite surfing. And you can go up to the kite surfing shack or the surf shack, and you can do everything from learning to, a taster session of kite surfing, all the way up to being an experienced kite surfer and having further lessons to refine your skills. Or they run courses over the course of the week to get you from complete novice to hopefully being able to stand up and use the kite surfing equipment. As I said before, we've got 9 restaurants to choose from. 6 of those are a la carte, and they range from this one here, which is Calabash. This is our Pan-Caribbean restaurant, all the way through to Asian, Italian, and then we have our themed nights. So you have like an American barbecue on the country and western night. You have Caribbean buffet on the Caribbean night. So there's lots of options for eating and drinking that should keep you occupied all week. Now, the one on the left there is possibly the most popular eatery on site, and that's the Jerk Treehouse, and that's open during the day for lunch and afternoon snacks, and that's your jerk chicken, rice and peas. My personal favorite on the whole site is the ginger beer they do there. They make fresh ginger beer, which is absolutely gorgeous, but you have to not mind the heat of fresh ginger because they do put a fair amount in it. And then on the right hand side there, you've got Coconut Walk, which is our main sort of buffet style restaurant, which has also fresh cooking stations as well. So there'll be pasta, eggs at breakfast. Over on the right-hand side there, they make fresh French toast pancakes, etc. at breakfast. So there's plenty of choice there as well. Then we've also got plenty of bars to keep you occupied. So on the left there, you've got our pool bar, our swim-up bar, which is on the main pool on the splash side. You see these 2 surfboards. So you go over to the left-hand side, that's your cocktail menu, alcoholic cocktails. And then this one on the right here is your mocktail menu for the kids and those that don't want to drink. And then on the right-hand side there, you've got Peter John's Lounge, which is our rum bar. If you are a fan of rum, then the guys up there have a pretty much endless supply of cocktails that they can keep plying you with. So it makes for a very, very good evening. And as I said, we also have nightly entertainment, and twice a week, they'll put tables all around the main pool. And we've got a stage there, and you have your Caribbean night, as the pictures are here, with your fire breathers, stilt walkers, dancers, steel drums, all sorts of stuff. Very, very popular with the families there. So next up, for those people that want to come to St. Lucia and be active, but also fancy a bit of luxury, we have Coconut Bay's little sister. So Serenity is situated just behind the main property and is our 5-star all Butler suite, all private pool resort. Okay, so this picture here is the main pool, with the pool cabanas there. And Serenity has never, since it opened 5 years ago, has never stopped being the #1 top-rated resort in St. Lucia on TripAdvisor. So, you know, you can talk about lots of different things, but I guess one thing when you're selling to customers, a brand they're going to recognize is TripAdvisor, and Serenity is and always has been, since it opened, the #1 property on St. Lucia. It's also now won a Best of the Best award for the 3rd year running, which puts it in the top 1% of all properties on TripAdvisor. And this year it was in the list of the top 25 most romantic hotels in the world. So perfect for your honeymooners or special occasions, wedding anniversaries, things like that. So just to give you a bit of taste of that, here's a short video on Serenity. So all come with butler service. These are the beach cabanas for Serenity guests. So your butler will take you down there on a golf cart, and you have a phone when you check in. You're given a phone, and you can phone your butler at any time, and he will bring you food and drink out to the beach. He will arrange your suite treatments from the spa. He will arrange in-room dining. He will do any bookings you want for different restaurants on site, things like that. But Serenity is a small boutique luxury resort in its own right. It has 36 suites. It has 3 room categories: the plunge pool butler suite, the premium plunge pool, and the grand plunge pool. In essence, the main difference between all of them is just the size. They all have the same sort of look and feel. All rooms are slightly, well, they're all unique. They're all a slightly different shape, slightly different orientation, things like that, slightly different look. But the 3 different room categories are based purely on size. So you can see here on the right, or actually both these pictures are of a grand plunge pool butler suite. So they have the largest plunge pools. The bed is raised up just above the floor level of the lounge. You've got one TV here, and what they don't show here is you've got another TV that rises out the foot of the bed as well there. But you can see each room is completely private, which I'm assuming is one of the reasons it's been named one of the most romantic hotels and is perennially popular with honeymooners, is you've got a wall all the way round, and there's foliage and flower beds the other side. You cannot see into someone else's suite at all, okay? All of the materials used, wherever possible, are St. Lucian. So you can see on the bathrooms there, the rock there, that's all taken from the rivers around St. Lucia, and all the wood is from sustainable sources on St. Lucia itself. Now, the thing with Serenity is it's all about complete indulgence. So, you know, if you do want to get out there and be adventurous and active on the island and do whatever you want, it's the perfect relaxation after that. Everything can be done in suite. So you can have the spa, you can eat either in your room, on your in your courtyard, you can eat on the beach, by the pool, anywhere you want, really. You can use any of the restaurants at Coconut Bay. Before you go, you fill in a form specifying what drinks you like from a full menu, and those are the drinks that your room will have in its mini bars and things like that. And although you have your butler, you can have complete contactless room service. So there is a sort of a dumbwaiter type arrangement from the gate to your suite, that they can put a tray in, they ring the bell, and then you can just take it from the other side. So it's all about complete privacy for the couple there. So Serenity, as I said, you can eat anywhere pretty much in Serenity, in the pool cabanas, on the pool deck, in your courtyard, on the beach, or use any of the restaurants at Coconut Bay. But the Great House restaurant there at Serenity is really, really fantastic. The guys there will tell you, they'll give you the menu when you're there, but that's only a suggestion. If they have the ingredients to make it, they'll make you pretty much anything you want. And again, as I say, you've got your beachfront cabanas that your butler will bring you your food, your drink. If you forget your sunglasses, he'll go and get them for you, things like that. So very quickly, just to orient you, here's the main two wings of Coconut Bay, Splash and Harmony. And this is the main area with some of your restaurants, reception, etc. Serenity situated over the back here. And you have your pool cabanas for Serenity. And further up the beach, not actually on here, you've got the kite surfing shack where they'll do all the teaching you to do all that. But there's plenty to do on St. Lucia. I heard the other day, if you're from the UK, you'll be familiar with the Three Peaks Challenge, climbing the three highest peaks in the UK in 24 hours. Well, now St. Lucia's just launched one of their own. So it's 3 peaks, you're climbing the 2 pitons and another peak on the island as well. But St. Lucia's a beautiful island, very sort of rainforest, very lush, lots of waterfalls, zip lining, quad biking, great for horse riding, hiking. Yeah, it's a great place. And Serenity and Coconut Bay work beautifully for you being as active as you want or as inactive as you want, really. And there's just some more photos of some of the things that are possible that are all bookable from the resort. So Sarah's popped up. I know I'm running out of time, but you're all signed up to my booking rewards. You know, you can earn free nights. You can earn up to £70 a room at Coconut Bay. You can earn up to $150 or £105 with Serenity. Great air access out of the US. I'm sure you will all know about this, where you'll know better than me, those of you in the US. And then out of the UK, we have BA flying out of Gatwick year round, Virgin flying during the winter period. And then you've also got TUI as well every Tuesday. And the great news is since April, there's been no testing requirement for vaccinated travelers. So that's absolutely awesome and is making everybody much more comfortable traveling. Here's our contact details if you quickly want to take a screenshot of that. And thank you very much for listening. And that's me done.
Thank you very much, Adam. So we've seen 2 completely different destinations and lots of activities. So we do have a couple of questions that have come in at the moment for our hosts. So Morgan, Matteo, are you there? Excellent. Okay, so Michael's asked, are the travel restrictions still in place, like the quarantine for 7 days or longer to enter Thailand?
From July 1st, there's no longer any restrictions as long as travelers are fully vaccinated. So this is very, very good news for Thailand. And for fully vaccinated travelers, they need to take a PCR test within 72 hours or a rapid test within 24, 48 hours before flying to Thailand. But when they fully vaccinated, no test, no quarantine, no nothing from July 1st. So this is very good news.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Excellent, great news. Okay, so the other question that came up was, Matteo, this was aimed at you. What was your favorite activity? If you had to choose one thing, what would it be and why?
It's in general or about the presentation?
In where you are based, when you was in Cambodia or Thailand, if you had to do one thing and go to one place, where would it be and why?
Okay, as I say, my favorite destination, it's Chiang Mai, and I like a lot train running. This is what I like. Also Chiang Mai, I like the nature, the mountain, the fresh air, and yeah, I know the possibility to run if you like running, but also to walk in nature and get immersed in the community. So this is what I like about Thailand.
Super, thank you very much. Adam, Eyes has asked, does the tropical storm affect you at the moment in your area? There's a weather alert in St. Lucia.
The last I heard was that it had been kind of a bit rainy for a couple of days. I spoke to someone yesterday. It had been a bit rainy, but the storm, as of yesterday, hadn't adversely affected us. I haven't heard today, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, super. Victoria's asked, is the sea at Coconut Bay swimmable?
Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Super. Gemma's asked, is there a cost for the babysitting?
$15 an hour.
Super.
This is good. These are all ones I can answer so far. This is great.
Excellent stuff. Okay, Valerie's asked, are the children free with 2 paying adults, and what are the ages for the children?
So are there free child places? Is that what?
Yeah, do the children travel free with 2 paying adults?
Depends on the time of year. Whoever you're using to book through, whichever tour op, if you're in the UK, they'll be able to advise you on free child places, what dates they're available.
Okay, I would imagine it'll be more low season than like
exactly. Yeah, but there are definitely free child places available.
Okay, and what's your age? Is it up to 11 inclusive?
Yes. So free, if it's for free child places, we have it would be up to 11, but if they're paying, we have a price for 2 to 11 and then 11 to 17. There's like a teen price, which is ever so slightly higher on a per night basis.
Super, that's good. Very good to know, because normally we don't find that out from when we're looking in tour operators. So to know that is good. So we can certainly ask for that. Are the beachfront cabanas included in the price at Serenity?
Yes. Yeah. To be honest, with Serenity, unless you're things like what's it called, spa services, and those kinds of extras, everything else is included. But
okay,
you would pay for things like the spa, kite surfing lessons, that kind of thing. But everything else is pretty much included with Serenity.
Okay, super. Do you have to be boosted to go to St. Lucia, or just have been vaccinated?
As far as I'm aware, just vaccinated. But best place to check for everything, the St. Lucia Tourism Authority have a really good page on all the testing requirements. So if you just do a search for St. Lucia Tourism Authority on Google, and then when you get onto the page, there's a banner across the top, a green banner. Click on that, and that takes you through to the most up-to-date information, if you're vaccinated, unvaccinated, things like that.
Okay, super. Do you have any printed brochures for Serenity and Coconut Bay?
I don't currently. I will be getting some. Who's asking that, and where are they
Deborah,
based?
and she's over the pond. So she's
in the States. I'm not sure how they work, to be honest.
Okay, so she can reach out to you and you can find out if we can get some.
Or if you just phone the guys in the Miami office, they'll be able to tell you what they can provide. Super.
Thank you very much. Kaylee's asked, who should we email for agent rates at Coconut Bay? Faith Sales at Seabay.
Yeah. It does depend where you are, but again, if you're in the US, phone the Miami office to find that out. I think it's sales@seabayresort.com, but I could be wrong about that.
It's Seabay and then NA.
Yeah. Okay. If it's in the UK, then it's Coconut Bay at group-promotions.com.
Okay, super. Michael's asked, who is the USA contact for Seabay? It's going to be Faith.
Yeah. We have the main headquarters for the resort is in Miami, so the team in Miami will be able to help. So if you go on the website, find that US number, that will take you through to the Miami office.
Super. When you do your follow-up, would you be able to put that telephone number and copy Faith in?
Yeah, sure.
And then we're hitting everything there.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, will the video be available to watch again? Yes, it will. And I'll also do a follow-up and send it out to you, so you've got the recording, and it will also be featured on our website. Do we have, I know I've just seen a couple of questions in chat. Can people book spas and excursions early at Coconut Bay? So like, can they do it now before they arrive?
Yes, yeah, they can. What you need to do is email the guest services desk. Again, you'll find there, actually, I'll put that in the follow-up, but you can find the details on the website.
Super. And Reba's asked, what is the most popular activity at Coconut Bay?
In terms of excursions, I would say the most popular one is one called Land and Sea, which is you do a catamaran cruise you're transferred from the hotel about 10, 15 minutes to the harbour. And then you go out on a catamaran, you do 2 snorkeling stops at the base of each of the pitons. Then you go up into the hills for lunch, then to Sulphur Springs, and then back to the hotel. And that's a full day, sort of 8 till 4 excursion. It's a great excursion.
Super. That is very, very good. Okay, so now we get to the part where we see who's been listening. So I think you guys have all got some questions for us. So just before we go into the questions, just to remind you, every single person on the webinar has got a prize draw entry into the spin to win. If you are the first person with the correct answer, you get 10 entries into the spin to win. So if you can all go to chat and make sure that your drop down says everyone, and it literally is the fastest finger first with the correct answer to get your 10 entries. So Adam, what is your question, please?
So my question is about one of the more popular things to do when you're on holiday. How many restaurants do we have at Coconut Bay?
Okay, so the correct answer is
9.
Zoe. You are the person that was the fastest, and I think everybody was, wow, you was all very, very quick there. So yeah, 9 restaurants. Well done, Zoe. So you've been entered 10 times. And Matteo or Morgan, which one of you has got the question?
So I'm gonna ask the question. It's about Matteo's presentation. And the question is, in Thailand, what is Matteo's favorite island?
Ah, I remember this one.
An island. He said it twice.
Yeah. I know what it is, but I don't know how to. Here we go. Yeah, we've got it. We've got it. Is it? It's Kaylee, isn't it? With Ko Chang.
Ko Chang, exactly.
Yeah.
Well done. It was a difficult question, I think.
It was, because it's spelling it more than anything. So it was a difficult question, but Kaylee, you got it correct. So well done. So a big thank you, everybody. A massive thanks to Adam, Matteo and Morgan for the brilliant presentations. We've really enjoyed them. So a big thank you. We do appreciate it. And a big thanks to all the agents for joining us. And if you're watching it later, hope you have enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, just reach out to us. Adam will do a follow-up anyway, and I will send the recording out with Matteo and Morgan's contact details on. So a big thank you, everybody, and we will see you all next week. Thanks everybody.
Everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.